Hello everyone, welcome to the world tour of the Viking gaming server, the 1.7.10 modded server. This here was our first base. Spawn was over the hill over there, 100 blocks or so. We ended up here very early on. Smeltery was there, our early farm still here, furnace, early food source of the berry bushes. Down here was our hidey hole. All our machines were set up here. Had painted glowstone in the floor there to light it up. As Tony was expanding, this was his little area and his mining area. His machines were back in this area, if I recall correctly. Down here is I built this staircase to start our mining process, and I came across this cave. It's been pretty much lit up, mined out for what we wanted. Some of it we wanted, some of it we didn't. A lot of tin, whatnot. Our first portal. Since we came across this large room, I made the staircase continue down over here. And here was our mining area. You can tell we pretty much strip mined all of it. If we go this way, I believe. Yes, here we came across this early on. Wasn't quite sure what it was. If we go in here, as you can see, it's a dungeon. Haven't touched much of it, as you can tell. Just had to kind of drop some stuff off here. What we really use this for, once we got it kind of secured, is up here. Right here. This was our early Ender Pearl farm. You would stand back here, knock the torches out, kill the Endermen, get their pearls, and go on. This was a nice find early on, in our early days of having nothing. So we'll go back upstairs because it's just mined out. Something this area had that was unique, because this was our first 1.7.10 world, was right over here. Was one of the new Thaumcraft added obelisks, and the Crimson Clerics and whatnot. Apparently we've lost some of them. There used to be 4 of them here. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of cool. Ooh. Okay, I guess we better leave. These things do spawn knights, Crimson Knights. And they just keep spawning if you're close by. So that's kind of the first base area. Nothing spectacular. Really just getting our feet on the ground. We went 3,000 blocks that way. And that is where we kind of ended up building at. It's because this is an island surrounded by water, and it's all ocean all the way around. And we needed more land. So let's go over there. And here we are in the heart of Viking City. This was our first building right here. We moved the smeltery over. This was our first building. We still have our early on ore processing using the alloy smelter and the rest of the Ender IO stuff. This is how we process our ores early on. Down in the basement, this was our first AE system with our early on crystal growth accelerators, or security system. Early machines, there's a lot more stuff that used to be down here. We've kind of moved it out into the factory area just because we're not really using this anymore, but we still have access to everything over here. Our XP system is down here in the hatch. In here we have, I lost count, I forget how many oreberry bushes we had. We have an autonomous activator with a reinforced watering can that makes these grow at an accelerated rate. They get thrown into the vacuum hopper. We just turn that off so they go in there. And then they go next door here. Into this autonomous activator, which turns it into liquid XP. Goes into this vacuum hopper, up the pipes, up to the top, into the tank. The tank used to be tanks, but now it's the Experience Obelisk, which has 2,700 levels in it. It just continues to get added. This was our bedrooms early on. We had beds in here. Kind of just turned into whatever area. And here, this one here was our first reactor. This was our second reactor that I built with the turbine on top. And then we added the second turbine when we needed the extra power. It is all controlled by Direwolf's computer craft program, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. That's all in this. Everything's been pretty much removed from this building, like I said. Over here is our Botania setup. Pretty impressive, kind of not really. We're running the latest, greatest thermal expansion. So the igneous extruders and the aqueous accumulators both have resonant levels. So we're producing cobble at 64 each run. And over there is our obsidian generator at 16 at a time. And here's our aqueous accumulator. I have it maxed out on augments to keep it so we can keep up with the two machines. So we have lots of cobble. It was full. I'm running something else. So we're at a net loss right now, but that's okay. We had a rocket. It disappeared at some point. We went to space a couple times, but meh, whatever. Just a simple AE system over here for our Botania stuff. You know, just when we can activate it. If we want to deactivate this, just a simple push button there. Back here, we have a carpenter's garage door that hides stuff back here. And down here we have a 9x9x8 steel tank full of lava. We are a third of the way there. Or a quarter of the way there, I should say. We have a pump in the nether which is going to an ender pump that's on top of the tank, which is constantly pouring into here. We have a transceiver underneath that dumps stuff underneath. This valve here was for, we had a bunch of stuff in the AE system that had lava tanks, and I just emptied them. This is for our soul shards. This is for the Killer Joe system. My mob spawner, which I'm quite pleased with how it turned out. We can spawn creepers. How about we shut the door? Magna cubes, blazes, pigmen, endermen. All at the same time. We have enough power to handle it all. And the Killer Joes take care of it all of us for us. Let's shut it off. We got windows on both sides. We have underneath the floor a transfer node with world interaction upgrades that helps suck up the items. Not perfect, but that's okay. So the Killer Joes, as you can tell, I don't empty it out very often. This is a tractor obelisk that brings them back here towards the Joes. Ow, ow. I put etheric swords in here, because why not? And here are the spawners, they're just powered spawners with different colored redstones and the power. Get rid of that junk. Okay. Trying to continue on over here. This is our spawner for wither skeletons, for wither skulls. The best way to make mob essence, since they've kind of made it where you can't use showers on the sewers anymore, is to use soul cages from Soul Shards Reborn. In this case I have it, it's a level 5 zombie pigman. It just spawns them like mad. They hit the grinders then grind them up for mob essence for the auto spawner. So, kind of works cool. Here we have our water source going into a tesseract. 2 more reactors, because that's what we're using. Here's Direwolf's program. It's running all 4 of them. So we have 4 computers running 4 reactors. So that's kind of how that works. Sugarcane farm. Currently it's off. But it's just collecting here in the chest. We've got 43,000 in the chest. If I flip this lever, it'll go all into the main AE system. We have our laser drill. We have electrical age, but it's probably not going to make it in the next world. This mod probably can get it removed. It's still early beta, so it's not fully functional. So just kind of playing around with it. See, lights turn on, kind of cool. But whatever. This here, we have some fish traps. We have them set up where junk is filtered into the trash can. All the fish go into the AE system. So from our mob farm, From our mod farm, we have got enough enchanted items where we made magical wood, and we have the advanced enchanting table here from Enchanting Plus. So you put whatever you want in there. You select what enchants you want. Let me see if I can do that here real quick for you. Let's see. So you can soulbound, decay, sharpness, whatever. I don't have any levels, so it won't let you do anything. That's why we have that right there. So we can click on it and get level. Here we had growth craft where you can make alcohol. It was a neat trick. We used it once and it went away. Not a big deal. Here's our tree farm that I set up at the very beginning when we got over here. Saplings go in. It auto creates stone axes and stone hoes for both. Over here, underneath. Down here, it's self-powered. Charcoal. It creates charcoal itself. It puts the charcoal in. Here are the auto crafters. So it does everything it needs to do for me. I don't have to do anything for it. Over here is Tony's Thaumcraft building. He took inspiration from Direwolf's facility on one of his videos from his single play series, but made it his own. Here's the A system, you know, kind of thing. Moving on. We had a cactus farm early on. This is where the sheep farm used to be. Our wither room. This is wither proof obsidian. This is reinforced glass from IC2 and the door. We could spawn withers in here and it doesn't break out. This building here is a gas spawner. Same kind of setup from over there. Blah, blah, blah. Moving on. Cow farm. We had an issue. I don't know what happened to the cows. But this was the cow farm. Wheat farm for the cows. This building here is the blood magic. We tried to get it ready to go to tier 6, but we could never get that tier 6 the tier 6 ritual to perform. So it's a tier 5. It auto kills everything. So yeah, we have an AE system out here. A local one and a tied in one. Little ritual area. We've got mini-me's. We got Good, we got Direwolf, we got Pahimar, and we've got Soren. But we're out of eggs, or I would have more. I don't know of who, but we would have more. This round building here is started off as the pneumatic craft building. Pneumatic craft got really buggy with updates, so I removed it and reinstalled. Pneumatic craft still on the server for the time being. It probably won't make it into the version 3 of the pack, but that's okay. We added Mind Chem at one point. Kind of turned it into my Mind Chem area. There's all my Mind Chem stuff. It's fun. You can make cocaine and whatnot. Up here, This is where the robotic arms and stuff like that for pneumatic craft used to be. So once I removed pneumatic craft from the building, I made this our ore processing facility. Quite proud of this. They're all elite factories for mechanism. There's 8 purifiers. There are 8 crushers, 8 enrichers, and 8 smelters. We have quite a few oxygen generators providing oxygen for the purifiers. We're using warp item ducts. We're using the fluctuating item ducts for power and pulling items out of the factories. We're using resonant flux ducts for power. We added, thermodynamics came so late into the game. We just added it, I believe, in version 2 of the pack. Which was released in March of 2015. So, we didn't really have a need for item ducts and warp ducts and all this other stuff, so this kind of gave me a reason to do so. Everything comes in over there, and it goes back into the system right here. Alright, so that's everything in this building. I'll meet you at the next. Alright, and this here is the villager spawner. It's a massive smeltery with a level 5 soul shard spawner. All you do is flip it. It does a bunch of villagers at once. But the cool stuff's down here. So here's the smeltery. So the gold, we have 3 gold nuggets in there, basically just enough to melt the villagers and kill them, which they turn into liquefied emeralds. It gets sucked out, the gold does, into this tank as a buffer, out, and back into the smeltery. And it's rounded about, that way our emeralds can sink to the bottom. They drain into the basin. It gets sucked out by a hopper into the white ender chest. Here's the timer system. It pulls the gold out every 10 seconds with a repeater, so that way it's a longer tick. It goes through the Ender IO insulated redstone conduit, and it activates the redstone on the Ender fluid conduit. So I really like this. It made me proud. So yeah, we'll shut that off. So yeah, they're gonna melt down. This here is the UU factory. Things change quite a bit with how IC2 does UU production. On our last world, on our 1.6 world, I had this filled up, this giant steel tank filled up in a matter of days. This has been on here for a couple months, and I still don't have any in here. So here is the mass fabs that produces the UU matter with scrap as an amplifier. I can click on the right thing here. As you can see, we even this internal buffer up yet. It makes so little UU. Here is the recyclers. I've got a whole bunch of them. We've got an inner chest that's light gray. That's nothing but copper. That has Ender IO conduits going behind and putting them in all the way around. So that way it's able to do it, and the scrap gets put here if these are full. Here is, we have a 200 million RF buffer here. I have Ultimate Solars to install now. It's taken a while to craft, so I just have the extra utility solar generators up there right now. Plus, up top here I have a giant windmill filling up 2 MFEs. With the solar generators, they only charge if they're not outputting power. So this little system I had set up, an inverter from a daylight sensor, inverts it. So when it goes night, it inverts, and this is powered, and this starts draining its power reserve into the system below. Here is Tony and Christina's house. It was built very early on. We added Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod. It added a bunch of stuff, so that way we kind of have a kitchen. We have in here, we have a sink, a tub, a toilet. My favorite part. Yeah, because I'm a child, I know. Upstairs, bedroom, TVs, patio, all that good stuff. Out the back door here, we have a swimming pool and changing room, that type of stuff. Cool. We have horses in the barn. Go Bucks. These were built, the Michigan M, University of Michigan M, and Ohio State O was built during college football season. This is my house, built by Christina. Here is my Crimson Knight outfit from the old place when I was killing them. It's very simple stuff, nothing. I don't do much here. Back here is Dragon Raider's house. We have an electrified fence. Ow. Her smeltery, cotton patch, sugar cane, food. Ow. For XP drain. Her house. There's the inside. We need to go up the stairs, or she built an arcane levitator. Which is kind of cool. So here is this floor. And then her Thumbcraft stuff is up here. She also built this massive thing. Let's go up. We got a slime. We're apparently on a slime chunk. So here are the slimes. And this is where you can come in and kill them. I think this is awesome looking. I think she did an amazing job. It's all blue slime. It's awesome. I think, like I said, it's an amazing build. This is her flying machine. Not exactly sure what it does. See, can I clear the fence? Nope. Oh, she's built the fence all the way around now. Back here is her blood magic altar. Hasn't done much with it, but still, regardless, it's still cool. Alright, I'll meet you guys at the next facility. I'm sure you've seen while I've been running around, we have a railroad. It's all electric. And it's an amazing rail station. It's down here. So here we are. Here's the rail station. Here's the control center. You can tell it what to do, what tracks to run, to park it, power, everything, all from right here. It's awesome. So then we come up right here. Only building we have not seen yet in the main city area is this tall one here. This is the factory. It's kind of the heart of everything we do here. Let's go inside. Prior to me building the processing facility at the top of the round building over there, this was our processing for all ores that came in, hit the chest, and were processed. It was just a regular iron chest up here. It was not the ender chest. The reason why it's ender chest now is because I'm sending it over to the new facility. I did not want to dismantle this until it was done. We can do everything here. We've got a painting machine. We've got thermal expansion machines. We've got Ender IO machines. We have a little bit of everything. Multicolored channels for applied energetics. Trophies. Mistcraft corner. We have a little bit of automation for the QED. Doesn't really work, other than it puts everything in the chest that you need. You put it in here, and you build. So for an example, let's build it. Transfer node. Okay, so we told it we wanted one. It's on the chest. So I believe it goes like this. So now it's building. We have a bunch of these to speed it up. It's going, it's going, it's going. It's done. It gets sucked into the AE system. It's about as automated as you can get with that, unfortunately. Let's go up to the next level. Just more processing. Here's the cobbled ender chest. Here is the white chest, which is where everything just gets dumped into the AE system. Why there's so many import buses on it is because we have a ton of miners, and in order to keep up with the miners, it has to happen. Some mechanism automation. We're all about automation here. One of our wireless quantum bridges for one of our so we have AE out in the system. Our Industrial Craft 2 floor, our Super Soren drive, and our autocrafters are back there. That's the factory. Alright, I will meet you over in the Extreme Hills area where we do all our mining. And here we are in the Extreme Hills. We are about 700 blocks away. This was one of our first holes we dug. That was the second one we dug. Here's a bunch of smaller first ones. Oops. So here they are. We have an AE system. We tried to end our IO track. Didn't really work, so we just put a portal. We built a miner, kind of like what Dyer had. Lags the server too bad, so it's pretty much a killer. It was a 64 or a full chunk, 16 wide, 16 long. It really lagged the server. That's what this big square is here. Basically, was one of the first runs. It was okay. It worked. Over here, this was the very first miner I built. It's mining wells inside an Archimedes ship. I had a bunch of ore processors in here that I took out. I could just fight around, do whatever I needed to. It worked. Not very well. And then I saw the video about the mini miner from Dire Wolf. And I must say, I loved it. Thought it was amazing. So here it is. My version of it. It's not as small as his, but it's more. So here it is, like I said. Same basic ideas as his. So let's move it. Okay, it moved. I don't have it where it auto, I can just click the remote or whatever, so I just flip the lever. It sends it out. But unlike his, mine's 64 long. Wait for the server to catch up here a little bit. There we go. My NMI client. And there we are. We've hit the mining level here. So here we are. We're mining now. It's gonna be. It works its way down. So not as good as it would look as if it was on all land. But get the idea. Here we are. We've hit more. So yeah. So as soon as it's done, we hit some kind of chest. So we're still mining. Alright, so this is what it looks like when it mines. It works awesome. And all this ore is going to that facility in the top of that building. So it works wonderfully. And it's done. And when it's done, just flip the lever and it retracts. That's the Extreme Hills. We built the Villager liquefier or whatever you want to call it, because here we are in the Extreme Hills. Not a single emerald has been found in this entire biome. So, yeah, that's why we have resorted to that. We had a village. We found a village. We golden lassoed them, and yeah, it worked great. Alright, so on to another member of the server's base, and we'll kind of give a tour there. I'll be back with you guys in just a moment. Alright, here we are at Scotty's house. He's quite the builder. I'm quite jealous of his building abilities, but so here's his house. XP drain. Upstairs. Bedroom. The bedroom, it's really cool looking. Enchanting area. Shower. This is what I'm most impressed with. Here's all his CPUs. He's used Chisel 2 to create awesome looking blocks. This feels like a factory. There his is QED. Down here is his experience farm. Cobble gen. That's kind of all that's in the house. Down here is his power production facility, which is absolutely amazing. I think it's off currently. But here's his reactor. It's all 4 turbines are ran off of the one giant reactor, which is just crazy. Versus us having 4 in our area, he just has one massive one and is doing it this way. So, you know, to each is their own. So it doesn't matter as long as you get the power that you need. Down here is his spawner area. Wither skeleton. This does, I forget what soul shards he has in there, but for the same kind of thing, it creates the mob essence for this over here. Let us go up. On top of the building here, he has a massive amount of power. Look at that. Yeah, he's good on power. His flying machine. Let's go check out one of these other buildings over here. Here is his mass fab location, built making his IC2 stuff and iridium production somewhere around here. I don't know where. Oh, it's right over here. Here's his iridium production. Let's see, what else does he have? We had a mod where we could watch YouTube videos and whatnot on, he made a TV, but it brought the performance of the server down too much, so unfortunately had to get rid of it. Here's his Botania area, which is pretty cool. Kind of overview of everything. Looks awesome. So that's pretty much his base. Pretty cool looking. He's done this in a lot shorter time than the rest of us have. Tony and I have been playing since November of 2014. Scotty joined, I believe, in January of 15, so he's done quite well for himself in the short time here. So that's pretty much the server. Nothing in the nether. Nothing in any other Mistcraft ages. We really haven't done much in that stuff. The end is not much either in the end, so we just kind of just stuck with what we have here on the overworld and have done well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the server tour here. We hope to see you in another video. If you're interested in joining us on the server, please check out the website vikinggaming.net. It's VIKING aming.net. I'll have the link in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. And like I said, if you guys are interested in joining us on the server, feel free to visit the website and read about how to join us here on the server. See you guys next time.